About that Georgia running game for a reason. I mean, does it jump off the page as much as it looks like it does? I mean, just the stats themselves are pretty ridiculous.
Oh yeah, definitely. They have a lot of great backs. They got a lot of go-to guys back there, a lot of playmakers who could bust through a defense real easy. So we're just focused on getting everybody to the ball and make sure everyone's hustling, swarm defense, just to have each other's back.
The way that y'all have been so close 2 years in a row against these guys, I know you try to treat them like any other opponent, even if you're from Georgia like you are.
Oh, yeah.
You know, does that kind of eat at you though, knowing that it's one play in a row each 2 years and it's two quarters?
Yeah. I say maybe for some guys, but for the most part, we just try to keep it strictly business. We try to look forward to the next week, next opponent, study them this year. We don't try to let the past years affect us.
Did that game last year give y'all any confidence about where the program was, what you could do against a ranked team, just the fact that you were able to come as close as you did? You ended up beating a ranked team the next game.
I say sort of, but not really. We still lost. It's never acceptable. We don't believe in moral victories, so we felt like we should have had that game. But, yeah, it was a good game. They deserved to win. They were the better team that day.
Is there a sense there's kind of some unfinished business or anything like that? Or
No, it's just another SEC game. So first SEC game. That's all we're trying to focus on. We're just trying not to make it bigger than what it is.
And you watch them on film too. That their play action game is something that for years they've been known for that. And now, when you got guys who coach it as well as they do, combined with the running backs that they have and the threat. I mean, 8 yards to carry basically. How much more dangerous does that make the play action?
It definitely makes it dangerous. They got guys who can run the ball. You gotta honor that. You gotta respect that. So sometimes you end up putting more guys in the box, and that sets up their play action where they've been successful in the past couple of years. So it's definitely a big tool for them.
They lost Murray. They lost some receivers. I mean, you would think most defenses are keying on Gurley. To see him still averaging, 9 point whatever a carry. I mean, what as a defense, it's just kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, you just gotta give him credit. He's a great athlete. You just gotta make sure that we focus on wrapping him up and getting everybody to the ball.
And we're all talking about him, but the other guys are putting up numbers too. What do you see from the freshman Chubb and from Michael?
They're very strong runners, very elusive. They break a lot of tackles, and they just look like they love football. They're very hard runners, and they seem nasty on the field.
You guys, it seems like you're just defending the run, and you guys have done a really good job with that. What do you think has kind of been the key to making some strides this fall?
It's definitely been our swarm, our effort to the ball. We have 11 hats to the ball every time, so someone happens to miss a tackle, we have another guy there to back him up.
Brian Gurley didn't play in that game last year. Are you kind of eager to get another shot at him?
Oh yeah, it's always good playing great competition. So it's going to be a challenge this week, and I'm looking forward to it.
Y'all's defense has improved, but it seems across the conference scoring's just way up this year. What do you think's the reason why scoring's?
I don't know. I have to say all the rules they give to the offense, but who knows? I don't know. They got talented offenses this year. A lot of weapons back there. There's a lot of talented people in the SEC, so that's probably the major reason.
Brian, I think 4 of your top 6 tacklers are from Georgia. What's your reaction when you hear that you guys got some Georgia guys that are doing a lot of things for you guys?
This Georgia, they create a bunch of playmakers. That's what I feel. It's a very talented state, and it's just a good homecoming for a lot of us.
What do you think of their quarterback, Mason?
I actually played backyard football with him growing up in Marietta, so I respect him a lot. He's a very great competitor. I was actually on his team, his Little League team, so I know a lot about Hudson. I respect him.
So when you say backyard ball, do you mean y'all played on the same Little League team, or there was actually
both.
in the same neighborhood?
It was both. We'd be in the neighborhood playing, just having fun, and also we were on the same team. I think in 6th grade. When I was in 6th grade, he was in 7th grade, so yeah.
Stay in touch, like swap any text messages?
No, I see him around town sometimes. We say what's up, but for the most part, I don't really talk to him that much.
You guys came off an open date last year, had a really strong game against South Carolina. What made that open date so productive?
I'd say just our preparation during our bye week. I felt we had a good preparation this bye week this year, so I'm just excited to get out there and get back on the field.
What good things did you see this bye week that might foretell a good performance?
I saw a bunch of young guys stepping up, give the older guys a breather on special teams and stuff like that. So it was very competitive off week.
Brian, Oklahoma, big time. They like to run the ball too, but out of a lot of different looks. Is there much carryover with preparing for these 2 games, or is it different offense?
Yeah, they're both great teams. They give you a lot of 12 personnel and 21 and stuff like that, just like Oklahoma did. So I guess in some ways it could be a little bit similar.